right, what's up, everybody? It's Tuesday. We are here for mixing it up. As you can tell, it's just me and Chris tonight. Uh, was it Sifu and Mitch did not want to invite us out for lattes apparently, so they're doing their own thing.
Yeah, we're not cool. They're like, oh, you guys always want just the regular coffees, and you judge us because we like the almond frappuccino, half latte, goat milk, whatever.
Goat milk. Oh,
It's like, dude, I don't even know. I have no idea how to even order like a fancy drink.
yeah. Oh man, that's too funny. But yeah, so yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out, doing some fruit mixes. Holy shit, I should have muted that. Uh, but yeah, we're just hanging out, doing our thing, and we're gonna be doing some fruit mixing and stuff like that. Since we're missing some panel members, I did want to throw this out there. Anthony, Advocate, if you're still watching, dude, you guys want to jump on, hang out, and mix? Hit me up, either on Messenger, Discord, whatever, and I'll see if I can get you guys on the show. You guys up for hanging out and all that? But yeah, so Chris, have you been doing any mixing this past week?
Uh, yeah, actually, I've been okay. So I've like stayed true to form. I've not been mixing anything but fruit. I don't want to say that I've been enjoying it, but I think I kind of have been. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to say that like I've seen the light and like I'll never go back. That'd be a fucking bold-faced lie.
Yeah.
Um, but I've been enjoying mixing fruit flavors. I've been kind of like I think that for me the hardest thing really ultimately with mixing fruit flavors is just getting the ideas of what to mix because
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know. I think it'd be different if I'd spent years of buying like commercial fruit mixes. Then I would like be able to draw kind of from like all of those experiences or whatever else. So I've just been kind of doing what I've been trying to do on my own, I guess, and enjoying what I've been trying to do. I've kind of done a few like reworks of stuff I've done this month so far. Um, One of them that I've really been enjoying, and I can't even remember if I made it on the show or not, but it's like a blue raspberry lime. What might be a blue raspberry lemon lime,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty good. I mean, I vaped through 60 mils of it. I like mixed up the first one, mixed up the second one, vaped them both. So I've made some notes, and I'm probably gonna mix up more of that this week, with a couple of little changes that I'm trying to do. Um, I mixed up what was it? I was vaping it today. Oh, passion fruit black currant combo. That's been pretty nice, but I feel like it's missing something. So I have some ideas, and I like whipped up a recipe today while I was like at work waiting for a pickup because I was vaping the black currant passion fruit all day, and then I was like, oh, you know what? Like, there's a couple things that I might want to try adding here. So I whipped up a recipe for that, but I haven't mixed it yet. So as for like actual mixing, I've kind of been just doing some reworks, just trying to like, I don't know, get better at doing just fruits, allowing myself to try different things that I normally wouldn't have tried, and that's basically it.
Nice.
Nothing outside of that really.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I've been a lazy fucker. I haven't really done a whole hell of a lot of mixing. I think yeah, because almost everything I did was last week, and I just been testing out liquids. Uh, and I know Sifu likes to give me a hard time, but the kolache it still has no hot dog, but I'm still working on it. And I went with like an apricot, and I tried the was it Vape Train's Jam It to see how that would play with it and stuff. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
100% sold on it at the moment. So I might switch out the fruit and see how it goes because I do have like blueberry jam and raspberry jam and stuff like that. So we'll see. But for now, just testing it out and see how exactly I like it. Then the other one, it's working out great. I'm almost done with the bottle, the passion fruit dragon fruit guava mango orange thing that I did. Came out really good. I'm liking it. It's a very simple one, but at the same time, just it worked out really great. Then I've
Nice.
moved, yeah. Then I moved on to V2 of the lychee custard, and I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to see how I feel about it completely. I'm not 100% sure or sold on it, but we'll see.
Yeah, like that seems like such a strange thing.
Oh, I know, and it's like a
You know
really,
what I mean? Like
it's a.
I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not, but like, aren't lychees like the weird white fleshy fruit that's like you have to peel out of like a red shell kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing?
Yeah, it's a very off-putting taste. The only way you can like lychee is if you like lychee. It's very either you like it or you hate it. There's no
Yeah,
in
it's weird. You
between.
know, like I've tried mixing with it
Mm-hmm.
and I've never really been able to like get anywhere with it, but I genuinely enjoyed like the lychee black currant from the Bogan Brews.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my favorite one that I've
Mm-hmm.
tried.
Yeah, that was one of my
So I guess
favorites.
like I can get down with lychee. I just have maybe I don't have the right concentrate. I think I only have one. Maybe
Yeah.
I have sweet lychee for sure from Capella, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have the sweet lychee from Capella and the lychee from Flavor Art. So I've been playing with those two. So.
yeah, I don't even know if I have that one.
Mm-hmm. You don't have a Flavor Art flavor that I have?
I'm not guaranteeing it, but like I don't know if I do. I really don't.
That's just
I'm actually gonna check right now just because
that's a
I
weird
need
thought.
I need to know.
That's a weird thought, man. How can you have
How can you have what I don't of my
exactly,
favorite flavor house? I agree.
exactly? I'm like,
Oh no. Okay. So I have two, but I don't have the one that you have. I have lychee from Flavora
okay, yeah.
and
Uh,
sweet lychee.
I'm not sure if I have that one.
Dude, that's the baller concentrate, son.
I don't think I have the Flavor Art lychee. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look through my stash because that's the thing. Oh crap!
Junie!
We're just getting
Fuck yeah.
dude,
Nice,
dude.
Junie, what's up, dude?
What's going on, guys?
He's like, I still got a link.
Oh, you know.
Like, yeah, I guess we got the link. I'll pop in. What's going on?
Nice. Not much, man.
Dynamic
Nothing.
duel.
Just hanging out,
Yeah, we're just chilling.
talking things.
Oh,
Dude.
I love that. When I saw like Ashton post that, and then when you posted it, I was just like, "Oh, that's perfect." Like, I'm so glad that Addy has that.
Yeah, he did an awesome job.
What I saw Ashton posted a couple days ago. He's all like, somebody sent me an abyss. I want to paint one so bad. And I was like, dude, I kind of halfway tempted to send him mine just for the hell of it.
You should.
Let him have at it.
I was
mean-
just re-wicking my K fund.
Nice. We got an Anthony Ramella with the
Oh,
nice trim
nice.
beard.
Junie, I'm gonna tell you right now that I've rewicked mine twice. I'm not saying it's the easiest thing, but I've like done a pretty decent job. The flavor's been just as good. I've switched it to flavors. I put my vanilla custard in it, and it made it like delicious. Like it was, I like it anyways, obviously, but it's like nice and rich and creamy, and it's I haven't changed the build. I kept the build in there. And I've been rocking it on like the clutch, and I have like another tube mod, like a 22 millimeter tube mod. I've been rocking it on. It's pretty fantastic.
Awesome,
Nice.
awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What's up, Anthony?
Hey man, I'm just getting ready to say I don't think I've ever actually been on a show.
I
With
was
that.
just thinking that. Yeah,
I mean, we talk to each other all the time in chat, but I don't think we've ever actually been on the same
funny.
show
I
at the same time. So
I
that's
think we
wild.
crossed on like some benefit things, like for a few minutes
yeah.
here and there. But you know, when there's 30 people in the room, it's like you can't really say hi or.
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. I tried getting that last Toonie K fund. I bid $350 and got
Oh
out.
damn, dude!
Wow.
I like Mouth to Long, but I'm like, it's the last.
Oh, it's
one.
not mouth to long, bro.
No,
It's not left
it's
alone.
Toonie modified.
Okay.
No, it's Toonie modified.
No, like if I were to compare the airflow to something that you have, it'd probably be like that tank you got closed halfway.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like it's restricted, but it was way more open than I thought it was gonna be, and I was so pleasantly surprised.
I'm
Mhm.
sure everybody probably was because I'm not a big fan of that hard draw.
Mm-hmm. Me
I don't
neither.
No, like it's actually quite smooth as well. It overall it really surprised me. Like the vape from it, it feels like a vape that is like more recent than how old it is.
Hmm.
Like it feels like something that could have came out a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm so happy just to keep that K Fun rolling, baby. Just keep it going, you know.
Yeah, dude. Hey, if you like something and you can get other people to enjoy it and see why you enjoy it, I don't know what's better than that.
Yeah, my only experience with that is getting people to buy what I liked at the vape shop. Like, it got to the point where it's like, all right, this is the tank you need, this is the mod you need. Like, I don't even look at other stuff. Like, this is what you want.
This is my favorite, therefore it's the best.
Right,
It's the
like
best.
if you were working in a vape shop over drip, it would be like, okay, you want a dripper? Well, come over here to the layer cakes. Let me show you the
Yeah, it's
different.
like all I have is layer cakes. Please enjoy it.
There's just a
It's the
giant layer
best.
cake display.
That's kind of how it got to be with sub-ohm tanks because I only used the original Falcon since it came out. Like as soon as I got my hands on that, that was it. So it just became a point where we had like 30 different colors of the Falcon. Like which color do you want? Because that's really all it comes down to. So anyway.
Is that
That
your
makes
mural
thought
behind you?
easy.
What is that, a mural?
No.
Or is that...
No, I switch my backgrounds up all the time. I'm like, if I'm going to jump on here quick, whatever background is in Zoom, that's what it's going to be. And I thought I'd just say, this is my Memorial Day background. That's what it's for.
It must be nice
Well-
to have Wonder Woman's cleavage, right? You know, like tucked right in.
Yeah,
there.
like you're doing all you gotta do is turn around and you're motorboating. So
That's right. Absolutely. The funny thing
Like,
is,
oh,
this
I
is
gotta
actually
read
a
something
picture
in
of
the
a real
back
girl.
shelf here.
This is a picture of a real girl that I actually cartooned. So it's just, protect the innocent and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It turned out pretty good.
Oh,
It's
that's
funny,
awesome.
I still use my IPv3 to like burn in coils and stuff.
Right? But there's nothing wrong with an IPv3.
Uh-huh.
IPv6X, what a piece of garbage. But IPv3 was
Yeah, I
really fine.
agree.
Oh man.
So where's the boys tonight?
Doing family things and work things, so they weren't able to make it. Or like,
Bad. Didn't get to see Mitch 2 weeks in a row, so you guys will just have to deal with me, I guess.
yeah,
I feel like it might be 3 weeks in a row.
Has it been 3 weeks?
something
I
like
know it
that.
was two.
I feel like this is the 3rd week in a row. Yeah.
You were talking about the beard earlier. Probably one of the. I just got out of the shower too, so it's nice and clean and everything. But one of the most nerve-wracking things is to go because I had to call a few different places before I got a cut. Like, do you have somebody that deals with like long beards? Because I'm not. And the one place that I called, they're like, yeah, we have a girl. Her husband has a beard. She does a fantastic job with him. But I mean, that first cut with the scissors is like, man, is this gonna come out like so bad? And I couldn't be happier. Like it,
Mhm.
she did a really nice job. Like she really knew. what
It
she was
definitely looks like much less.
mass.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like a nice way to say it, so that's nice. That's nice.
That's a nice
Yeah.
way to say it.
I
This
like
looks
it.
like a mess.
Yeah.
Before and after you did on Instagram, it was great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was so proud of how it turned out because I mean I was literally it was I thought am I going to come home with a goatee, like I have no idea how bad this could really go.
Mhm.
And no, and the worst part about it is like when you're a single guy like me, you don't get a lot of girls like with their hands on your face, and so she's like stroking my beard and telling me how soft it is and all this stuff, and I'm just like melting, like okay, all right, how often do I need to get this trimmed?
Anthony's like, okay, just whenever you're done, give me like 5 minutes before you ask me to get out of the chair.
That's fucking awesome.
But she even used, I mean, I don't, like, obviously I don't have any hair on top, so my need for hair care products is very limited. I mean, I didn't even own a brush at
Mhm.
all. Like, I bought a brush when it finally started to grow out some, and I'm telling you, you want to keep your beard soft, brush it. Like, that
Mhm.
has been the whole trick for me. Plus, it feels so good after it just being, like, clingy and knotted up and everything else. So, but yeah, it was a really nice experience. Like I would recommend that place to anybody who has a longer beard. And I was just worried about losing the length. Like I like it. Like I spent so many years clean shaven, looking like I was a cancer patient, and now it's
Now
I get a
you're
lot
just
more
happy
respect with the
because
beard, so I'm
You
gonna
have
keep.
like a shaped, long beard.
Yeah.
See, like I don't have that in me, so when it gets like too long, I just trim it down. So like recently, I just trimmed it down to like 3/4 of an inch, and I'll trim it like twice, and then I'll let it just grow because I'm lazy for 3 or 4 months, and then I'll like trim it back down because it starts to look kind of haggard.
You know, the funny thing is, and I know he's probably not watching, so I can probably get away with this. I was like, please just don't make me look like Poon Sauce. Like that, I was like, not that his beard looks bad, but I didn't want something that was that tapered. Like I still wanted to have the Santa Claus-esque kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that was my biggest. I was like, please don't make me look like Poon Sauce. I just don't want to be all thinned out and everything. So I love the guy. Like nothing against him. Just I don't want that look.
No, fair.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's too funny.
This is a mixing show, right? We're supposed to be talking about mixing.
It is.
Hey, it's mixing and all in between shenanigans. That's how I describe it now.
I took advantage of the big river supply sale and just got most of my shipment this week. They, for some reason, I left out my VG, and I had to contact them. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and they sent the stuff out. It's on its way now. Because I mean, VG was really cheap. Like I was like, "Okay, what do you have left?" I ended up buying like 10 500 ml bottles just because they were like $2 a piece or something like. I mean, it was insane how cheap they were. Yeah. I'm like, I'm definitely doing that. I mean, I got over $400 worth of stuff for like $203.
That's not bad.
Wow,
But I came across a Flavor West flavor that I have fallen in love with, and it's grape soda.
Okay.
I mixed some other stuff with it to make it more of like a grape candy flavor. Weird things that I wouldn't think would necessarily make this happen, but it just did. There's Sweet Betsy in it, which is a lime. There is Capella's Pink Lemonade in it as well. And just for some reason, those flavors kind of together gave it this really nice, like I said, grape candy flavor. And it's not, medicine-y. It's not Actually, it's not like super strong. It's got quite a bit of this grape in it, and it's still not. I'd like more grape, but I'm scared to keep, putting more in for fear of it getting harsh.
We're turning cough syrupy.
There's like a grape soda one that I have that I actually didn't mind the taste of. But it tastes like grape. It tastes like grape pop. Like it doesn't taste like grape. It tastes like grape pop.
The new Wonder Flavors is
an answer. So I everything I make tastes like candy.
the new Wonder Flavors is pretty good. The sour grape. the
I
brand
don't
new one.
have a single Wonder Flavors.
Oh, you know what? I didn't.
You
get
need to
that
stock
one.
up on those.
Yeah, it's,
Well, I
it's
guess
like
that's one
it's
thing
like
I'm gonna be
Flavora.
ordering.
I really like Flavora, but everywhere I look for it, it's only available in those little tiny bottles, and I'm like, I don't buy anything if I can't buy it in like 2 ounce. Because if I like it,
Bull City will let you do 2 ounces on most of them.
well, not on River Supply. They didn't have
Yeah.
it there, and on
Yeah.
other sites I looked at, they just had the small, like not even an option for a larger size.
Mm.
Yeah, but
But,
that's because they're expensive.
Oh no, yeah, flavor is expensive. I think
It is.
somebody bought a 2-ounce bottle of one flavoring and it was like $75.
The
like-
good thing is it's pretty concentrated.
Oh yeah, it'll last you forever.
Yeah, I just had to buy 2 bottles off Capella's site because I couldn't find these flavors anywhere else, and that was hefty. I think I spent $94 on 2 flavors. Like,
Wow.
I got like 4-ounce bottles, but I mean, still, it was a lot.
I loved when Capella's would come to the vape conventions and hand out some free samples. It was
That's
great.
like how I got my first concentrates. Was just like that.
Yeah. So I'm working on a butter tart mix, Chris.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I finally came pretty close. Close enough to where I like it. It took me a while to get there.
Okay, there's no way they used Wonder Flavors butter tart, right?
No.
Okay.
I used
That to me tastes really not good.
there's a little off note. I tried to put a little in there, but it just didn't work. I ended up using Philly butter cake, some Wonder Flavors cookie butter, some VTA butter base, and 0.8 of Inawera custard.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice and buttery with a flaky cookie base.
Sounds like it's got a
Well-
lot of that cookie in it.
Well, Chris, next week we're officially in June, so
Yeah, I know. Then I don't have to fucking follow my self-imposed fruit mixes.
Yeah, he said that, but then behind the scenes, he's like, yeah, but I'm still making some bakery stuff. So
oh, yeah.
Well, okay, I've been like getting crazy ideas. So like that's kind of part of it too. Like I've been Because like that's the thing, right? Like I'm always kind of trying to figure out how, like, what kind of flavors I can work on to like add to my line, right? So I have like an idea of like what I want to do, but I don't know the flavors. I know like what kind of the themes I want to follow. So then I start thinking about like what I can make. So like right now I've been thinking about desserts that I can make that aren't custards. And so like I'm coming up with all these ideas and I'm writing them down, but like because I've told myself that I need to concentrate on fruit flavors, I'm not actually mixing them, but I'm just doing the research and I'm like thinking about them, and I'm like making notes on things that I've mixed in the past that are like close to what I'm trying to do and like all that shit. So, and that's like kind of the same thing. Like that's the whole idea, was that I wanted to come out with like a fruit line like from testing grounds, right? But like I don't vape that much fruit, so like I had to force myself to like vape fruits so I can like learn them better and figure them out and see what works good. Because like what I was saying to Jay, I don't know, I think we were live at that point, that I don't even have a frame of reference from like commercial liquid that I've bought, because I don't really buy that much just fruit mixes. Like if I buy anything fruit, it's almost always going to be in a custard or dessert.
Yeah.
See, I'm the exact opposite of you. Like if I'm gonna buy something fruit, normally it's gonna be something that's like candy or really sweet. Like that's what I like. But I'm not a fan of the. I mean, I like some desserts, but I mean, it's not my go-to, and that's good because you know the last time I was on the show was really early on. I mean, you guys were probably 3 or 4 episodes in, and now it's like episode 47, and I'm like, I feel like I've been through the boot camp and I'm starting to kind of get where I don't have to sit there and think like, I'm like, okay, I know this and this and this go good together. So let's add a little of this in and see what happens. So I have went off the deep end, and I blame you guys 100% for that shit. Cause I think I've got like 120 concentrates now. So, you know, screw you guys for that. Cause that's cost me an arm and a leg. But on the other hand, it's like, I have never been more satisfied with sub-ohm vaping in a tank than I am now. Like I couldn't go back to commercial liquids because they're trying to bridge this gap that like if I take one of my liquids and put it in a dripper, it tastes totally different and maybe not as good, but yet in the sub-ohm tank it tastes perfect. And I always feel like that's an area that a lot of the mixers, especially online, they cross over that line where it's all drippable stuff. Like they never put it in anything else to see, well, what would you change about this if you were a mouth to lung person, or if you were you know, a Falcon person, or you know, some other sub-ohm tank that isn't quite as good, but I mean, you get the drift. But anyway, and that to me has been leaps and bounds, made me so happy. I mean, friends of mine that are, I'm, you know, giving them stuff of like, try this, tell me what you think, blah, blah, blah. It's now like, could you make another bottle of that for me? Because, you know, it's really good. And I'm like, I can, but you know, this stuff ain't free. Like, like it's not cheap. You know, 10% concentrate to make that particular flavor, and you know, I only have so much. So
it's kind of funny, you know. A year from now, Anthony will be like, "You sons of bitches! I'm up to 450 flavors. I'm making e-liquid for 2,000 people."
He's like, "I started a company. You fucking dicks."
I even started making my own labels for it and everything. Like, you know, I went deep, like deep. And I got to be honest, the toughest thing is bottles. Like, yeah, I could make you more liquid. Bring me some empties so I can wash them out and give them back to you. Because, you know, they're not free. When I order the bottles on Amazon, they're not free. You know? Yeah. The shipping might be free, but the bottles ain't.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Alrighty. I don't know. DTF. Yeah, Daytime Frank's on. Hi, everybody. I know we've been chatting it up for a bit, but we're playing catch up here because we haven't spoken to these fine folks in quite a while. Like, honestly, like face to face, haven't been able to talk to you guys in a while. But yeah, let's do a quick ad break. Our sponsor, the guy below me here, you know, his company. Go check him out. But here you go. Alrighty, so we're back. Let's get into some mixing. Like I still have mine for the theme of the show, but if you guys want to do whatever your heart desires, I personally don't have any gripes with it.
What's
But,
the theme tonight?
We were gonna do fruit flavors because we were gonna finish it. We were gonna finish it for Overdrip. Like just do it as a
Yeah, because next week
As
you
a
best
team building
believe
exercise.
there's going to be some dessert action from this guy right here.
He's like, every last fucking pastry I got will be on deck.
What have you been mixing?
Well,
this
I
over
can
trip?
start it
Everything
out, 'cause
pastry.
I got my recipe here. So basically the way that, because like I said, I don't really buy a lot of, well, I don't even buy a lot of liquid, but I definitely don't buy very many fruit mixes. So what I rely on is I go on Google and I do fruit pairings. And then I
Mhm.
like look at desserts. And unfortunately, I can't normally make those. So today I wrote in fruit salads. And then I came across a smoothie. There is a peach guava pear smoothie, but
That
there's no
sounds
smoothie today. It's just gonna be like the fruit mix. So I was trying to find one peach that I have in my stash, but somehow my incredible organizational skills have misplaced this one peach flavoring. So I'm using peach from VSO at 2%. I'm using white peach from Flavor Art at 1.5%. I'm using pear from Flavor Art at 0.75%. Ripe pear SC from Wonder Flavors at 1.25%. Sweet guava from Capella at 3.5%. And then because I always do it, and if it ends up being too much, I take it out. But I'm starting at 0.5%. Oh my god, I just found a friggin' tick. There's so many ticks out right now. There was just one on my arm.
Bastards.
I'm gonna fry this sucker. And my last, I put in super sweet at 0.5%.
Well, I have a good name for your recipe. Lyme disease.
Yeah, for real. You know what? That's the thing that I'm like, I never remember seeing ticks. This is the third time in the last week that I've been just chilling and I felt something and I like would grab at myself and there's a tick on me.
They said, yeah, this is going to be like one of the worst years ever for ticks.
Yeah, and it freaks me out because I don't want Lyme disease. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I think it's really fucking bad.
hmm
And I'll tell you what, that thing after I just torched it smells terrible. Whew. Dang. Anyways, that is my recipe. I don't have a name yet. It might have something to do with ticks though. It literally might have something to do with ticks.
You just need to
That's
get
it
two of
for me.
those hearts, like cat collars, and link them together. Swear it around your neck. Keep them away.
I'm gonna have to like literally. So this is the thing, right? I finished work a bit early, so the last few times that I've been cutting the grass around some of these trees, I keep on like almost destroying myself on some like low hanging branches and shit. So I went out there and I lopped a bunch off and like sawed off some, so I have like a lot more clearance when I'm cutting the grass. And obviously, on one of those branches was a tick that somehow landed on me, or crawled on me, or whatever.
Hi, Angela Garrity. Good to see you.
They're
Angela,
hideous. I hate ticks. But anyways, that's everything for me. So, Clown, I guess you have a recipe that
Oh yeah, I
you
got a
can talk
recipe.
about.
Hey, let me pull it up here. So yeah, I went lazy with the name because I was just like fruits of May. It's the episode, whatever. I'll be honest. I've been like just overworked lately, so motivation is lacking. Somehow I get that performer's energy, and then once the show ends, I go back to. But like during the show, I'm all jumpy and everything, and then afterwards, I'm like back to fuck this. But so I'm starting off with cranberry from TFA at 1.5%, orange mandarin from TFA at 1%, pineapple from Flavora at 0.5%, southern sweet tea from Wonder Flavors at 3.13%, and then sweetener from Wonder Flavors at 0.5%, and then tropical mango from Mullenberry at 2%. So we'll see how this comes out. I honestly didn't have anything in mind other than let's do some fruits, and then last minute I decided to add some sweet tea to it, because why the fuck not? Fruit sweet teas are fucking amazing. So, you know. All right.
Good.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, Toonie, Anthony, you guys got anything in mind that you want to do?
I have a name for mine already. I'm gonna call it Clownberry.
Clownberry,
And it's
nice.
I'm gonna use these are all the SSAs, cranberry jam with some compote cherry and some natural raspberry. So I'm looking for something nice and tart. And if I have to put a drop of VSO sweetener in there, I'm not scared of sweetener.
Yeah, I'm not scared of sweetener either. A lot of people are always like, "Oh, it ruins your coils and shit." It's like, no, it doesn't. I'll vape 60 mils of something that I've mixed up, and there'll be super sweet in there, and it'll still look mint.
Yeah, if you're afraid of sweeteners, don't mix any of my recipes. You're never gonna. No, it's just not gonna work for you. Angela,
Right.
I would love to mix something with blueberry, but I am damn near giving up on blueberry. I just cannot get that blueberry to taste right. I have tried several different concentrates, and I'm looking for a blueberry lime, but I just cannot get that flavor to come through right. I just don't like it.
You know what a real nice blueberry combo is, Anthony, is VSO blueberry with some VSO. Oh God, what's the? I have it right here.
Huckleberry?
Yeah, with some VSO huckleberry, and you can play around with the combinations to get it like a lot sweeter, or like if you use the huckleberry, it'll be sweeter, or if you use like more blueberry with the huckleberry, it'll be more tart. It's a great like 2 flavor combo there.
So VSO's got the lockdown on the on that, because
Yeah.
huckleberry is just a wild blueberry. I mean, that's really
Right.
So what's weird about the huckleberry is they cannot produce them in, like, I don't want to say civilization, but they can't,
Like a greenhouse.
Yeah, it has to be wild for them to work right. It's a weird fruit. For sure.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll do mine then. I assume this is still considered fruit, but mine is a tangerine push-up.
Ooh.
Forever, I've been trying to find an orange flavor, because everything else in the world's flavored orange, and vape stuff just never seems to really come out right. So I bought a small bottle of this tangerine and fell in love with it. And now I have, like, I mean, not a gallon, but I got a lot of this now. And it is now, this is, I have to specify, this is a sub-ohm tank. This is not a dripper thing. So this will change it for you. But it's going to be 6% sweet tangerine from Capella. It's going to be 2% candy enhancer from Capella, 4% vanilla milkshake from River Supply, 2% sweet cream from Capella, 2% super sweet from Capella, and then 2% marshmallow from Flavor Art.
Nice.
And to me, I mean, it's one of those flavors that people keep asking me to remake for them, so I feel safe in throwing that recipe out there. But it's a lot of concentrate. I mean, it's, what is that, 14-15%, something like that. So it's really high, but for me in a sub-ohm tank, it's perfect, and it gets you that orange creamy push-up flavor that I really like.
Okay, you know what? Like, the one thing about that scares me is the sweet tangerine. If I use it over like 1.5%, to me it tastes awful.
Yeah.
And like, that just shows you like how things can be different.
Yeah,
Just
and I
in what
think
you like to
the
taste,
candy
and I guess
enhancer
setups.
and the marshmallow that mellows that out some. Like, I've felt like everything I use that's a fruit, if I add that candy enhancer to it, it almost gives it like that, store-bought candy taste, and that's kind of what changes the whole game of it. Like, I bought a bunch of that candy enhancer because I seem to start using it like almost everything, because I guess that's my flavor palette and that's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
But I would totally agree.
Yeah.
If I was putting that in a dripper, I'd probably cut all those concentrates like in half. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way I could put that much in there.
One orange, actually, Anthony, that I really like You're gonna be really surprised on what flavor house it is. Can you guess which flavor house it is?
Flavor art.
PSO.
No, it's Flavor Art. They
Okay.
have one called Royal Orange. I think that it tastes really good.
What kind of orange?
Royal Orange.
Royal
It's called
orange,
Royal.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's a
I think it
Duchess.
might actually be called like Royal Orange Premium. I can tell you in a second. But I've used it recently in this month. This month has like opened my eyes to some of the flavors that I'd already had, and I actually really like it.
Yeah,
I
and
think
the
that
other
I'm
thing is
mixing
that-
it around 1% though.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 3 or 4 different oranges that I tried to put. I mean, I even tried that mango orange stevia from Capella, and it just seems really harsh. Like those flavors have to steep for quite a while before they kind of lose some of their harshness.
Yeah, they mellow
One thing
out.
I know you guys never seem to mention though, do you ever add any additional PG to your mixes, or are you just VG and then concentrates and then moving on?
Oh, I had PG because my
Yeah,
mixes
it'll
are
show it on my
70-30.
recipes.
Mine are 70-30, so I always
Yeah,
have
I
to
mix
add some
mine at
PG.
75-25. So like for example, today I put in 3.24 grams of PG. Because I mix with PG nicotine. And the
Yeah, so-
highest that I can get up here is 65 milligram. So
Okay.
that's why like I have around, I don't know, 4.5%. Sorry, 4.5 grams rather of PG in my mix.
Okay. See,
Yeah,
because I
like-
prefer mine a lot lighter than that. I like an 85-15. Like I don't really like a harsh like PG hit. So,
Mm-hmm.
I
so a lot
just
of
do
times I
a
don't have to add any.
I do a 75-25 base, and then whatever it ends up being, it is.
And for everybody out there that has not looked at Addy Tooney's recipes, very rarely does Addy Tooney have a recipe that's like 10%
Mm-hmm.
flavorings.
Yeah, feel free to boost those flavors up.
Yeah, I mean this current
Well, that's the thing,
recipe. Do what?
I've mixed a couple of Addy's mixes and I'll end up putting sweetener in it because
Yeah.
I already know that like I'm gonna need something, and it's not because I'm a sweet whore. It's just like it would make me think that that's why I don't like it if I tried it. As stupid as that sounds.
It's a bit of a
Like, whatever
psychological
you're
thing.
No,
I'm
Toonie's
sure that
sweet enough on
probably
his own.
is.
He doesn't need that extra sweetener. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not sweet enough on my own, so that's why mine have so much sweetener in them.
That's funny.
All right, cranberry jam 0.26.
Here, I'm gonna pretend like, oh yeah, I just mixed this up. It's ready to go. I wasn't set up for this,
No, that's fair. I mean,
but I did
Yeah.
mix it. I mean, it's my mix. I made it up. But you know, I know a lot of people probably don't get to say this to you guys in person, but I really can't thank you enough for you guys putting on this show, and I never expected it to be what it is. You know, it's fun to watch regardless if you mix or not, and you know the personalities on the show kind of make it. So it's been a fun ride for sure.
We have anything, it's
well, thank
personality.
you. I've enjoyed myself as well.
Oh yeah.
As much crap as I give you about the build-offs, Chris, this show totally.
Yeah. Okay. Well, did you watch last week's? 'Cause
Oh,
I got
dude,
fucking-
dude.
I don't want
That's
to say I got
hardcore.
robbed because Sammy beat me fair and square, but like, damn, dude, I
whole
slapped down the
time that you're
fastest
building,
time.
the whole
Oh.
time that you're building, I'm like, Chris, stop fucking with those coils. Put the goddamn cotton in. Like you kept going back and moving.
Yeah,
it
like
around.
look
Like,
at that time,
there's no
dude.
prize for having this
$4.99.
coil. Get that
So
fucking cotton in.
close.
It was really, really close.
Hey, I think the part of what killed me too is that normally wicking, I'm the fastest at wicking, and I just let myself down. I let myself down big time. I like screwed up on wicking, and I could have taken it. I mean, I also could not have lost to like a better dudes. Like I don't really care. It's not like I was racing some shitbag. Like I was
Right.
racing an awesome
You
guy.
guys are both playing on the same Canadian team. As long as a Canadian won, it was a good.
I
situation.
guess that's true. That's true.
Okay, Chris, I do want to say this. If you do have like
Okay.
Sammy, Duchess, and AJ in the finals, You should make them do a full-on build-off.
Make it a coil and then make.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say like that would be cool, but
Yeah, I know.
I think that James has some like plans to like have another kind of competition. Maybe it'll not be as drawn out. It might be like a one night kind of thing,
Yeah.
or like a couple nights where multiple people can do it. So like maybe it'll be like 2 people doing it one night, 2 people the next Friday, and then like a championship kind of thing after that.
Mm.
So I don't know actually how many people would be like able to do that. It's pretty impressive. Like Duchess is like managed to get under 15 minutes doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But like Stay Puft Nick, dude, the first time he did it, he like shit the bed so hard halfway through. He was like using like a half dead drill, and
Mm-hmm.
he ended up doing it the next night with a fully charged drill, or it might have even been after that. Dude, he built triple core aliens, installed them, and vaped them in like under 12 minutes.
Wow.
It's impressive. That's
Yeah,
very.
Okay, just more
and they
or
were
less.
clean.
More or less a question out of my curiosity. Did he have to do the decor beforehand, or did he have the decor prepared?
Everything he did right then.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because Duchess's time is with
Yeah.
having to make the decor, doing everything. So wow. I've never
He's
actually
like-
timed myself
Yeah,
that way.
they-
Each band will build
killed
a
it.
good.
I'm gonna have to start
And
practicing
he
on that
even
one.
like he did it. He went so quick, and like he was bang on his resistance. He like put pictures in like the coil building and like the Discord.
Mhm.
And, like they're clean. They're clean. They weren't even like super slopped out. Like you could tell he was rushing. They clean install, clean wraps, everything. I was impressed.
And last week's, build off was great, and to take nothing away from that. But I guess the last time I was really yelling at the screen was when Frames got just robbed. Like, just had the worst luck ever. And and I'm home going, "Oh my God, he had it! Like, it was good. Like, he was so close." And just having those mod issues was just horrible. I felt so bad for him. I really did, because I give that guy a lot of crap sometimes about that stuff, and he just did so great on that.
Oh, yeah.
So
He redeemed himself on Instagram Live after.
Mhm.
yeah, but
Oh no, yeah. Even
catch
the
a touchdown pass after the game, it's like, it just sucked that happened. So
yeah.
just wanted to show some love.
No, yeah. Even on Sunday when we did Codename Wired, Duchess, he put an asterisk on that win. He's like, he's like, even though I won it, I don't think it was a proper win, just because of everything that went wrong. Everything that possibly could go wrong went wrong. And I was like, yeah, I could see that.
Well, I mean, at the same time, Duchess was building on like in a parking lot, so like it's not like
He was in his car.
That's true.
Although there was a little misgiving there, that mod should have fell. Like, there was some interference, no foul called,
Plus, you're in Vegas, so there's probably maybe some alcohol involved.
no,
there's definitely a chance of that.
not with hot dog bread, no way.
Oh man, that's funny.
So this clown mix came out nice.
Nice.
It came out like a really tart, like a sour cherry with some raspberry, like about even. Yeah, it's nice, especially for such a low percentage.
Mm-hmm.
I left my scale on because I thought I might have to adjust it, but I'm happy with the way it is.
Nice. I'm gonna have to check this out.
I wasn't expecting anything less than perfection from you, Tony. So. I've tried a cran raspberry before. Didn't turn out so well. And that's that. I would love to say that to chat. Like, just because you have failures, you cannot give up. Because
No.
I have had way more failures than things that I actually wanted to vape. I've filled up a whole tank, brand new coil, and it's just candle. Like, it's like the most delicious, awful blueberry candle you've ever had. Just like, oh my God, this is just terrible. Advocate for Liberty likes to say, it sounds like everything he mixes is just gold. And I'm like, well, I wish I had that kind of luck. 'Cause...
It won't be. I'm guaranteed.
I
Like
think some of that
there's
just has
no
to
one
do
out
with
there. I don't know if
like liking your own cooking. It's like, it's just
it's
okay.
gold. every time you can make it vapable, sure, I'll give a lot of people that credit. But even someone like who to me is a legend, like Addy, I've seen him on a show be like, yeah, no, it's not
Mhm.
good, and then he won't even publish it because it's not good. He doesn't
Mhm.
want
You have
people
to be
to
a
try something
realist.
that's not good. And that's someone that's done it a lot and has tons of experience. So that's why people can't get disappointed if like you don't make a fucking banger. Who honestly, how many people can make a banger the first try? I don't think there's very many
These
people.
are pages of
Notes.
mixes that I've tried, you know, that it was like, okay, I'm gonna write this shit down as I go, you know, and there's probably 4 there that I would say like I would actually share with somebody.
Mhm.
I guess the only time I really realized that something actually tasted good was when somebody else asked me for more of it. Like that's kind of the nicest compliment anybody can give you. It's like, hey, would you mind making another bottle of that? I'm like, no, not at all. Thank you for, you know, actually liking that flavor.
Yeah,
Because
thank
you know,
you for
I've been to an
acknowledging the fact
expo
I'm not
before.
terrible.
You've been to an expo before and tried somebody's liquid and just been like, oh yeah, and walked away going, oh, that's really bad, you know. But you don't want to hurt their feelings. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say the biggest compliment is somebody going, hey, do you think I can get a little bit more of that?
Yeah. Like Angela say, that's how you learn, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we've been doing for the Codename Wired. We've been doing frame staples, and me and Duchess were like, "Yeah, we're gonna figure out Fralians by the end of this." And even Sloan's like, "You guys are assholes," because he's having the hardest time with ribbon wire. But
Yeah, ribbon is a chore. That's for
I
sure.
finally got one decent, literally one decent, not even a pair or set, just one decent Fralian after like 6 attempts at it and talking to Sammy and watching a couple of videos, trying to get the concept down and stuff. So it's the whole trial and error, man.
Well, you get a wild hair and you throw that one I gave you in a little single coil banger. See
Mm-hmm.
what you think of it.
Oh no, you sent it built up on this guy, remember?
Oh, I sent a spare coil
Oh, okay.
in the side too, like in the same in the
Mm-hmm.
box, like
Yeah, yeah,
fucking.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got that one too. I have to try it out on something else, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, it took me. I've been working on this butter tart for, on and off for, God, probably 5 6 weeks. So sometime it's just not going to happen. It's going
Mm-hmm.
to take some work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, because like I was
That's
telling,
like that's the thing. It's true because like in the last month, I feel that like my fruit mixes have got a lot better because I'm trying
mm-hmm.
and I'm actually testing and I'm like trying new things instead of just being like, oh well, okay, maybe now it's time that I should retry it and I expect it to be great and then it's like not good and then I get down and I would not pick up any fruit mixes for a long time and then I would try it again, not really take as much from what I'd just done because it was so far in the past. But now because I'm like constantly going at it, like I feel like they're getting better and better and better. And like there's some of them that I've like made that I genuinely feel are like starting to become good mixes, but they're still not there yet. When I know that if I had tried that hard with a dessert flavor by now, it'd be there. But that's because I just have so much more experience of trying to do that. It's just it
Mm-hmm.
comes more naturally because I've like learned that muscle memory or like taste memory or whatever.
So now, clown, you got to work on a liquid to send to Grim Green because everybody else on your crew has had a liquid that Grim
Oh yeah.
Green raves about.
What's funny is like I don't know if I'm ready for that. Ugh. Like I know Nick is very
I wasn't
particular
really
about
ready
things.
for it either, but I figured he could buy it if he wanted. Like it's already out there, so I might as well. I'll just send it to him. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You got a liquid that's good enough to start your own website. I think you're probably safe. Like
Yeah.
I'm not to the point where I'm like, hey Grim, let me send you a bunch of my liquids. Like, no, like I'm not to that point yet. But no, I think peanut butter has, I don't want to say Achilles heel, but it's something that I've been working on since the very beginning. So I finally got a peanut butter caramel maple syrup flavor that I really like now. It's finally come around. I just don't like that harsh peanut flavor, and I just felt like that's what I was getting out of every peanut butter flavor that was out there,
Mm-hmm.
with maybe the exception of Syntax, but everything else has been very. And I finally got enough cream in it and enough sweetener in it, and that maple syrup just kind of took it over the top. But yeah, that was a long road.
Yeah, peanut butter is a really hard thing because like I worked pretty hard on like a peanut butter custard that I personally was never satisfied with, and I sent it to a few people. This was a long time ago now, and they really enjoyed it. And I had made up a bottle of the last edition, and I forgot about it. And I found it like a month ago, and it was like a year old. And I vaped it, and I was like, "Dang, dude, I did do a pretty good job on this." So then I was like, I kind of got over that fear of peanut butter, and I've been like working on one. I've been like working on a peanut butter, which actually, the another one of my first attempts at peanut butter was a peanut butter cheesecake that I made on this show, that morphed into something a little bit different because I got better at mixing and like realized certain things I was doing was not really the best, and I kind of reworked all of that, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I think that I could like now try to do something completely different, and so that actually might be one that I might release at some point, like coming up maybe, because I've got it really close. Like, dude, this is the one of those things though that like Tuni was saying, like 5 or 6 weeks it took him. Like this is we're talking about 5 or 6 months because I don't have the ability to know exactly what it's going to taste like until it steeps out. So I have to wait like a month, and then I'll make a few tweaks, and then I wait a month, and then you know you get in like if you're going into 5, 6, 7, I guess editions or versions, it takes a long time to get to that point where you're like, okay, I know what this is gonna taste like now. This is like a good mix. There's not too much this. There's not too much that. Like it's I really want a game changer. I think that that would really solve all my problems. Toonie, actually, have you heard? Is that guy still doing them? Because I got on the list, and he reached out to me, and then that was in January. I reached back out to him like I think last month or the
I,
beginning of this
I
month, maybe.
can ask Tam Vapes for you because they're friends on Facebook or whatever.
Okay, yeah, just look into it for me because like he emailed me and he said, yeah, you're on the list. He's like, it shouldn't be that long. And I got super excited. I went out and bought a Dremel tool, like the one that I ordered it for, and I've just kind of been sitting with this Dremel tool.
I know, and you can't even use it because you don't want to get it all cruddy. You
I don't
know?
want to get it all. Yeah, exactly. So like I just basically have this tool that I really want this other tool to be able to use it
Right.
with.
Well, I know he's
Like,
retired, so I mean, hopefully nothing happened to him.
well, that's what I was concerned about because
Yeah.
like he was very prompt when I emailed him the first time to get on the list. He got back to me within like 36 hours, and just because I hadn't heard anything from him for like it was like 2.5 months, maybe even 3 months. So then I reached out to him again just to say, you know, hey, I'm just curious if I'm getting close on the list or whatever. Like I
I'll, yeah,
have my tool. And
I'll ask Tam for you.
thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Because yeah, I also don't want to like blow up his email address.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Like I didn't give him any money, so it's not like he owes me anything. He just, I really want it.
Yeah.
You brought
No,
up
I
the
hear you.
topic of steeping. Like, at what point do you feel like your liquid is steeped, as much as it's going to? Like, do you have like a cutoff for that? Because I always wondered about that. Like, because obviously the flavor changes as it steeps, and I'm like, okay, is like a month about where it's just finally going to be wherever it's going to be, or you're probably going to say it depends on the flavor, which is a good political answer. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, you personally, like, where, after a month, you're like, okay, I don't think it's going to get better than this, or, okay, the flavor changed this much and I can't, mix it like this anymore.
Like, I mean, for me, like with the modern flavors, I'd say most of the time it's like 6, 7 days at the most, even with like the newer custards.
Okay.
Like TFA's vanilla custard 2. That steeps really fast. But if you're talking like the old flavors, like the original Cap vanilla custard, I mean that's like, okay, 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks, just to start. But like a lot of the newer stuff, it's engineered a lot better.
Most of the time, like, unless I'm using something like Toonie just said, like some of like the real older flavorings, after 2 weeks, I'm pretty much like I know that that's done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially if I've vaped it or whatever. Like, I'm not concerned about it getting. If it tastes good at 2 weeks, it's gonna taste good at 6 weeks. If it tastes bad at 2 weeks, chances are it's going to be bad in 6 weeks.
Okay, fair enough.
Like
Mm-hmm.
it might, you still might get small changes, especially if it's like an incredibly complex flavor. Like if you have like 12 flavorings in there and you're relying on like a 0.5% of one concentrate to like help mold everything together, yeah, you might have to wait a couple weeks. But you're going to get a good idea pretty quickly. Sometimes it honestly, there's days that like I'll mix whatever, like I'll mix something on like a Tuesday. By that following weekend, it tastes pretty much the way that it should, or it won't change 2 weeks later.
Speaking of weekends, how was your May 24 weekend?
Oh, it's good. It was good. I just chilled a bunch. I I got vaccinated this weekend, so that was cool. I treated myself to a nice tall Baja Blast after.
Nice.
Not because it hurt, just because it was like almost right beside Taco Bell. Um, and then other than that, I just like I did a bit of yard work that I really needed to do, and I've been like putting off, and it's now at the point where it's been warm enough here long enough that you can't avoid trimming some places, and if you do, it's gonna be just a fucking nightmare to
Yep.
fix it.
Yep.
So I did a bunch of that because like we're actually still in a lockdown here in Ontario, like in the province that I live in. So like nothing's really open. Like you're not gonna go hang out with a bunch of friends or whatever. So it's still like it's still COVID up here. But aside from that, yeah, I just did a bunch of chilling. I watched some
Good.
sports. The Maple Leafs have started in the playoffs, and I'm a big Blue Jays fan, so I just kind of chilled out.
I've been to Maple Leaf Village, the old one.
Yeah. I okay. The first time I went there, I was probably 5 or 6, and I can't really remember it, other than I can remember the escalators going up into it and then seeing it for the first time, because I'd seen it on TV, like every Saturday night or whatever.
Mm.
And I remember I went there one of the last years that they were there before they went to the whatever the hell it's called now, Scotiabank Arena or something. I can't remember. It used to be the Air Canada Center, and I went there, which was cool. But Maple Leaf Gardens was like a pretty awesome place because it was so old.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of like the Odd in Buffalo.
I remember someone. I never went to the Odd. I've been to the new one, or like I guess it's not new anymore. But
Yeah, the HSBC Center, wherever hell it's called.
yeah. I've been there. I never went to the auditorium, but I remember people saying that some of the stands were like so steep and like
Yeah,
it was
bad.
like a real unique vibe there and shit.
Yeah. Every concert, you see somebody tumbling down and they drag them away into the ambulance. That was bad.
That's funny. All right. Yeah, we're kind of rounding out the last couple of minutes here. I don't know, Anthony, you wanna promote things and such and let people know what you do?
Oh, I got a link for
I
that.
don't like to promote.
You don't like
I
to
got
promote?
Don't you worry, I got your link here someplace.
It's like, you just want me to
Thanks,
play the ad again?
So those of you that know, Shake and Bake Media does a lot of YouTube stuff lately. I'm just surprised at like how many shows and how many labels I now see with my at least a touch of something that we've done. So that's pretty cool. But no, the big thing I really want to promote is the Friday Fallout. Like, if you guys haven't joined in the last few weeks, it's definitely going in a different direction, and I think it's going in a good direction. If you are easily offended, I would say probably don't watch, but it's a great way to end your Friday night. And we get into some just discussions that are, we like to call ourselves vape adjacent, because we really don't talk about vape stuff, even though pretty much everybody on the show vapes. But I think it's just a good time, and I've really enjoyed it. And gotten Chris Vandal out of his shell a little bit, because he's such a reserved guy and all that.
Yeah, that's super difficult.
But no, I'm really enjoying it, and that's kind of where my focus has been. You guys can always find me on Instagram at @I'm_Anthony Ramella. There's usually something funny on there to tickle your eye. So yeah, that's it for me. Addy, what are you going to be in any chats in the near future?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Wendy Vapes and Fresh 03 and Advocate for Liberty. Yeah, I'm always around.
I like Advocate for Lingerie. Good guy.
Yeah.
You gonna be on Fresh's show tonight, or are you guys doing a show tonight?
I hope he's doing a show. I text back and forth with him a little bit today, so I'm pretty sure he's back in town. He went to Montana to help his folks move, and
Okay.
was doing the backstroke in the hot springs over there, and
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, hopefully he's doing a show tonight. I won't be on it though.
Okay.
I just do like the Saturday thing with him.
Okay. Fair enough. Chris.
Perfect. Well, you know what? I'll take it away from here then. First of all, I just want to say this. So this is also my commitment to this show. I've currently been missing the Maple Leafs playoff game, but I purposely didn't look at the score throughout the show because I didn't want it to ruin my mood. But I'm gonna say that right now I'm feeling pretty good. I just want to say
Nice.
this. I'm gonna swear right now, so everyone cover your ears if you don't like swearing. Fuck you, Hab fans. What? All right. Anyways, so yeah, you guys can check me out on Friday nights on the Frame Franklin Vapor YouTube channel for the Green Room. We got we're working towards the build off champion, I guess, or install champion, however you would like to put it. This week it's going to be Redemption, and it's Sean versus AJ Holland building the rye, which is funny because I actually am vaping the rye. That's what I decided to do my flavor testing in tonight. Which, by the way, kind of liking this liquid. It's pretty decent. The one from tonight. It's kind of giving me like this strange, almost slight banana vibe, which I'm assuming is just the guava. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I'm just kind of vaped out. But that's what's going on Friday. Feel free to check out shutdownpodcast.com. Just go over there. Give us a follow on SoundCloud. You can give us a review if you want on anywhere that there's reviews. That'd be awesome too. And then lastly, I will say, if you guys want to check out some liquid, I just had a sale this past weekend, but lucky for you guys, there's a coupon code mixing it up and it'll save you a little bit of money. It's kind of like there's always a sale on there. So if you guys want to check out any of my flavors, I guess, and keep an eye out because I am working on other ones and some of them are pretty close. I'm actually really close to like saying, hey lab, I got some recipes. I need some samples to see if they're good from you guys because I'm pretty happy with them. So yeah, you guys can go over there, check that out. So that's UncleChrisTestingGrounds.com. And I still ship everywhere in the world, I guess. Like, well, not everywhere in the world. There's some places I don't, but I'll still ship to America. I haven't had any problems yet. So I'll probably just keep on doing that until I start having problems. And knock on wood, I haven't yet. So feel free to do that. And yeah, I think that's everything. And I'm just going to say, go Leafs, go.
I think we're mod twins tonight. Are you using a Gore 21?
Yeah, dude.
I just got this last week.
This is the best regulated mod I've ever owned. I actually bought a second one as backup after I had this one for a bit because I take it to work with me, and two P42As can last like 110 watts for like
I
a 10
can't
hours.
believe how long the batteries last.
Yeah, phenomenal mod.
700s. I mean, I'm switching out batteries 2-3 times a day, and I'm getting through like a day and a half with this. So I'm shocked.
Yeah, I have like almost 8,000 hits on this one, and I bought the other one after I only had like 2,000. It's still sitting in the box, brand new.
Nice.
Nice. All right. I will say, as a Red Wings fan, I'm glad that the Leafs are beating Montreal because here in DFW, I get a ton of shit, and they give me crap over all the championships we have, and I'm like, Montreal has way more than we do. I don't know what the hell your
Go
problem
to the
is.
Leafs, bud. Sorry
Mhm.
about that.
Oh no, yeah, that's fine, dude. That's fine. It's just more like Stars fans are really bitter, and they only go after Red Wings fans. They refuse to acknowledge all the Canadian teams. I'll be
Well,
honest.
you know what? to be
I do
fair,
not.
Like the last time.
Well, you're
the
not the
Canadians
average Stars
won
fan.
Stanley Cup was
I'm not the
1993.
average
So I mean, it's been a long time.
It's been a
It's just-
time, but still,
Hockey in Texas is kind of like
it's an
I don't know.
oxymoron. I know.
Yeah, it seems weird. It'd be like water skiing.
Okay.
I agree.
It's like it's not. It doesn't make.
Well, okay, like when the
It's the most freshwater in the world, okay, Anthony. Lots of people
Hey,
watch.
I was trying to think of something else that was just hot to do.
Okay, fair.
no, okay, like when the Wings and the Stars were in the same conference, they used to come down here to play a lot, so I was able to catch a lot of the games. You swear it was a Red Wings game, not a fucking Stars game, because it was just
I
red
believe
and
that.
white everywhere. It was awesome. All right. Well, that's that aside. Yeah. Go follow Sifu and Mitch over on all their social media stuff: Facebook, Instagram, Discord. Get a hold of them and get their liquids. The dudes know what they're doing, and we enjoy it. I mean, Chris gave us like a full-on thorough breakdown. If you guys ever want to have your liquid evaluated, send it to Chris. He'll give you a full breakdown. He'll even pretty much figure out what flavorings you fucking used. It's fucking insane. Dude's got a palate. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, other than that, if you guys are interested in juicer coils I make, hit me up. Again, Discord, Instagram, Facebook, or clownvapes@gmail.com. Try my best to reply to it. Sometimes I'd like don't even see the notifications and stuff and I have to go into it, and then I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. Then I think, when is it? Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. Yeah, on the 6th of June, we're doing the next episode of Codename Wired. So if you guys want to hang out, watch how our progress with the frame staples went, and see what debauchery Duchess has set up for us. Because he's been taunting us with, was it Mohawk Fralians? And we're like, no. Just no.
They vape like shit. They vape like shit anyway.
I know. Mohawks vape like shit, but then trying to do it in a Fralian? No. A big no. But yeah, he's been taunting us with just random coil names, and we're like, I don't know about that, dude. He's just trying to figure everything that'll piss off Sloan. But so if you guys want to hang out with us, that is at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, we just do it every third week, just because it works for my personal schedule, and then with Sloan's schedule. Duchess is like the other one's like, we should do this more often. We're like, if we had time, dude. If we had time. And then yeah, I got some reviews coming up. There should be one video up tomorrow. It's a retro review for the Dead Rabbit, just because I never got to review it back in the day when it first came out, and so get to watch me reminisce for like a half hour, because that video ended up being very fucking long. I was like, I want to keep this short, and I did not. And it's just me mostly reminiscing back in like 2017 vaping. I was like, God.
Those
like
were the
a-
days, man.
Oh no, trust me. We were talking about, remember those side squonker things that they made for mechs that you could put, and they had like a
Yeah,
hanging thing
yeah.
on the side?
Sidecars.
Yeah, they were like, God, those are so awful. And then I posted that one that went under your tank, under your RDA, so it made it into like a squonker on any mod, and I was like, yeah, no. And then me and some dude were like, yeah, we've been around too long, dude. I was like, Silica Wicks, and everybody that knows Silica Wicks went, no.
Ugh.
A whole box of that crap in there. It's so bad. It's like, does cotton make a difference? Yes.
It changed the game forever, man. It changed it. But so yeah, I got that going on, and I think we're good. Check out Teespring and all that. And yeah. Alrighty, we'll catch you guys next week. We've had fun. Seriously, thank you, Anthony, Eddie, for hanging out with
Oh,
us.
you're welcome.
Yes, it was a
Thanks for
pleasure,
having us
gentlemen.
on.
Had a good time, guys.
All right, man.
We'll catch
You
y'all
guys,
later.
love you guys.
Vape on, mix on. Bye. We don't have the Sifu spin.